Hello everyone. So today we are gathered here to discuss the GATE Data Science exam, 2024 exam. So here we are going to collect questions from our students, and then we'll analyze that question. So we'll solve that particular question for you, and then we'll analyze the level of that particular exam, and then we'll look towards the future aspects of GATE Data Science exam. Okay, so before I start, let me know whether I'm audible to you or not. If someone is there in live, please confirm whether I'm audible or not. Please indicate whether I'm audible to you or not. Okay, thank you, Aman. So if you look at the GATE data science syllabus, there you can see that major portion is covered by the mathematics like probability and stats, linear algebra, calculus, even AI and machine learning. That also covers broader aspects of mathematics. Then we have Python and somewhat a little infusion of DSA, and then uh, database management and the warehouse. So looking at overall syllabus of that data science and artificial intelligence, if you look at the syllabus, major exam is going to be covered the mathematics. Okay, so like analyzing the mathematics and finding the solution, that is going to consume much more time. So here we must have the strong practice of the questions. Okay, and then the time management. So since this is the first exam, we are going to analyze that that sufficient time is there for the particular kind of exam or not, or what should be the strategy to manage such kind of exams. All right, so the purpose of this particular meet here is to review the completed exam. Okay, so all you have just completed this exam. So I would like to congratulate you all that this is the first exam of the data analytics and you have appeared in this. Okay, so we'll provide the solution to all the questions that have been asked in this particular exam, and we are collecting these questions from our students, those who are appeared in this exam. So we have a mechanism to gather that particular questions, and will definitely provide certain students here. They will share their experiences in this particular exam. Okay, so and further we'll discuss the future scope of this particular exam. So once you complete this exam, once you have a valid score, what will be the further future? Okay, whether you are going to pursue some MTech from the reputed organization or reputed institution of the India, whether that will be having some financial support or not. All right, and if you are not going to pursue the master degree, then what will be the benefit of this particular exam? Okay, so it is possible that it has certain weightage in placements. All right, or some organization which is directly, some PSUs which is directly offering you for the final appearance of the interview. Okay, so what will be the future scope of this particular exam, that will be discussed here. So our very dynamic and dedicated mentors will give you the corresponding brief. All right, we'll also look at the further possibility of the cutoff, that will predict what should be the cutoff for admission in top reputed institutions in India, along with the support of stipend. Okay, and then we'll provide the analysis over the syllabus, like how much coverage that have been asked, like what kind of questions are there from the probability, what kind of questions there are from the calculus, or there is a major impact on Python. All right, since this is the first syllabus and first time exam has been completed, so in that particular case we need to know, our aspirants in 2025 must know that what should be their preparation strategy. Okay, so we'll look at that particular point also. And okay, so now our dynamic personality, Mr. Jayad Alsania, will cover the overall aspects, like what will be the future aspect and what will be the uh, upcoming syllabus and the questions. So be here, will continuously come and discuss the questions and the solutions with you. So I must invite Jayad Alsania for the further discussion of the future aspects and the possibilities, whether we can explore something or not. All right. Since Jay is not available right now, so uh, I'll call Devasis to join this session further. Okay. So we have another mentor here. Devasis is also very dynamic, and he has a very commanding nature on the courses. So he will further continue on this. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Settle up. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Okay. So, I hope I'm visible to you. Thank you, sir. No, sir. No need. I'll take. I'll take forward from here. People, you can just confirm me in the chat so that I'm audible to you. And we are live from 2 channels. I am seeing the chat of both the channels. So, yeah. So congratulations. To all the people who have successfully given their GATE exam, and this time, as sir have already told, you already know that this is the very first time GATE DA is happening, and we are here with the analysis, the complete analysis. I particularly will be discussing about the colleges that you can get and you can go for and you can target after this. Um, Before that, I would want to interact with you guys a little and get to know about how did your paper go, if we have the audience who has already given the paper. Come on, first let me know who are the people who are already who have already appeared in the exam. Okay, guys, let's interact a little bit, and you can first of all let me know that what is the IIT that you want to get in. If you are there and you want to pursue MTech and you're planning to get into an IIT, which one are you hoping for? And we are going to confirm the list here. We have researched all the names that who have already started the DA course. From you, I would want to know which IIT is your dream IIT. I can see your chats here. Hello, Aman. Hello, Hruday. I can see a few people here. Great. Okay. So, yeah. So let's reveal the very first IIT who has already started the GATE DA course and would be accepting their students from this GATE exam that you guys have given. So first of all, we have IIT Guwahati who have opened the GATE Life course, who has opened the MTech course for data science and AI separately. Following up that, we have IIT Hyderabad too. From these two IITs, which do you want to be a part of as a student? Come on, guys. I want you guys to interact here in this live. That is why I'm here, so that we can have a little talk. If you have any doubts, we can take that up and we can work around it. Any queries that you have? So let me first of all, again, whosoever have joined right now, let me just clear up the agenda of that. Um, just a second. I think Jay is also live. Okay. All right. So let me just clear up the agenda of this class. We have a series of mentors who will be coming up here, who would be dealing different topics and different questions today. And all of those questions are going to be from the students who have already given the DA exam today. And out of all of those, you might be you might be seeing some of the. Just a second. Okay. So you might be seeing some of the questions that you have already given, right? Coming back to the IITs, we have talked about two. There are a few more. So we know IIT Guwahati is starting DA course. We know IIT Hyderabad is starting your data science and AI course. Then IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur too. Also, we have IIT Madras, who is going to be starting the course on data science and AI. So these are the IITs that are going to be taking up students from this GATE exam. I hope you guys have planned one of these IITs already. Still, if you have any query and you want to ask it, you can ask it here in the chats. Hello, hello, people. Okay, so just give me a second. Let's see. Okay. Going back to the IITs, my question still remains there. Still remain there. That which is the IIT you are preparing for, or you are hoping for, that after giving the exam you want to crack this one and start with the data science uh, MTech program there. There are a few people answering. I want answer from you as well. We might also have the audience, which is going to get who is going to give the GATE exam of next year. So are you guys GATE 25? Great. Great. If you are, preparing for 25, you still have a whole year left. You already are going to be having a good idea about all of the topics that are being covered. And after this exam that we have had today, because giving the first exam is sort of a little disadvantage because you do not know 100% that what sort of questions are going to be there. But for you certainly have an upper hand there. You will be having one question paper. you will be uh, just a second. Yeah, you will know what sort of questions are going to be there, because the way we have prepared, we have gone through the syllabus and we have tried to cover every topic, and we have tried to cover the usual trends of gate exam, and that is how, along with the sample papers, we have made the preparation. But for you, if you are giving it into the in 25 in 2025, you are going to be having the upper hand of the experience that all of the people, of the students, are bringing from 2024 exam. Okay, so it was scissors. Scissors, I hope uh, you have already started preparing for your gate exam, haven't you? Sir already might have covered it. Let me also, give you the topics that you have to cover for the 2025 exam. Well, to begin with, linear algebra is the first unit you have to cover. Inside that, vector spaces and your determinants, your LU decomposition, singular value decomposition, and then your matrices are the major topics. You should be having a good command over it. Then coming more on to that, right, right. I was just saying something. Well, ask today. Okay, we have already started getting the inputs from Arsh. Hello, Arsh. Congratulations that you have already given your exam. How did it go? You can tell that in the chats. Question from Gaussian movements were also asked today, so make note of that. And scissors, you can obviously take a point of it. Hmm. Then coming on to the next topic, we do have calculus and optimization too. Inside that, you are going to be dealing with Taylor series again, and maxima minima sort questions, and including your limits, continuity, and differentiability. Functions of a single variable are also expected there. Ash Desai, how did the paper go? What do you think? Okay, Aman is here. See, Aman, there could be a little variation. Again, kidding, I didn't give the paper today, but so from where are you expecting the questions then? Aman, how many NAT questions are there? So again, as per the sample paper, we do have a few NAT questions there, but the number of question actually will be more, we can say, more guessable after we are aware of all the questions that have come today. Because from every section, you would be having, I guess, at least one NAT. Hello, hello there. Okay, when will the next gate batch start? Well, our next gate batches are starting from next month. Okay, there. Right. Coming on to the syllabus again, the third topic we've already discussed two. The third is actually probability and statistics. And around that, permutation and combinations, the very basic, beginning from the basics. Then you have independent events and mutually exclusive events. Along with that, Bayes theorem, your variance, mean, median mode, and standard deviation correlation are also expected. Along with that, your Bernoulli binomial distribution, your t distribution, your chi-square distribution, and the z-test, t-test, and the chi-square test are quite important. Hello, Vivek. Hello, Ajay. Analysis is actually going on. While we are talking and having the conversation around the syllabus, and the analysis is going on. The whole team is dedicated there, who is actually taking care of all the questions that are coming up, and they're analyzing the difficulty of it. Soon, we are going to be discussing those questions and would be answering answering all of your difficulty-related questions there. Hello, Ajay. Hello, Karthike. Everyone who have joined right now, well, we are discussing the syllabus that around which the today's GATE DA actually was based on, and many of the students are here who have already given the paper, and we have started discussing the questions. Uh, yep, here in the chat. Hold on. Yep, here in the chat, I'm completely. We are live from two channels, and I'm seeing the chat of both. So you can ask your questions here. You can put up your queries. Thanks, Ajay. Right. Coming back to the syllabus, we already have discussed three major units of linear algebra, calculus, and optimization, and probability and statistics. Coming up next is actually your programming and data structure and algorithm parts. Well, slightly different from your CS gate, right? Like in this gate DI, gate data, gate data science and artificial intelligence, we are having Python as a programming language. So you would be expecting a lot of questions from Python and DSA. Majorly, if I have to categorize it into four parts, there are going to be one marker Python questions, two marker Python questions, one marker DSA questions, and two marker DSA questions. In which your two marker Python questions are actually interweaved with algorithmic questions. So you might be having a sort of program written there, and you have to dry run that to figure out the answer. Again, that could be both your MCQ type or your NAT type. The one marker questions of Python, if I have to say that, it's actually those are actually very language specific question, and quite easy for you if you have already if you already have hands-on experience in Python. Along with that, when we are talking about the data structure and algorithm part, for that your one marker question and two marker questions are going to be there. The one marker questions are usually around complexities and the things that you or we can say that the things you sort of sometimes the very minute details that you study during algorithms, those are the one marker DSA questions. But when we talk about the two marker DSA questions, those do include your dry run and pseudocodes. Talking about the algorithm, we do have the search algorithms, and then we have basic sorting algorithms as well. Apart from that, divide and conquer and your basic graph algorithms are quite important. Covering when we talk about the basic sorting algorithms, we are actually talking about at least the basic 6 months. We have insertion, selection, bubble. You must be clear with all the complexities it has. You must be clear with the implementation. You must be clear with its implementation in Python, which is very specific to this particular exam. And along with that, merge, quick, and heap sort should also be in your head, and you must realize their complexities. Okay, now coming on to the next topic, database management and warehousing. Well, you must be clear from the you must be having a clarity from the very basics. So that means beginning with ER models, you could be asked questions like around that as well. Then relational models, and if we particularly talk about data transformation, well, actually in the sample papers too, we saw the question from that. And then data warehouse modeling. Next up, we have a specific 2 units for machine learning and artificial intelligence. When we talk about machine learning, we are majorly talking about the theoretical part of it. And in that, you must be very clear with the basic regression and classification problems and the cross-validation methods as well. Then clustering algorithms are there. Your top-down and your bottom-up, your single linkage and multiple linkages are going to be included in your machine learning syllabus. Then talking about artificial intelligence, in that particular, All of the types, your informed, uninformed, and adversarial, are included, and your logic, propositional, and predicate logic questions are going to be there. Again, you might have already dealt with those sort of questions in your different subjects, like the and then reasoning under uncertainty, kind of very specific. So this was actually the overview for your whole syllabus that I've given you again. Do you have any queries in that? Do you have any queries in that? Okay, Satish is here. Hello, Satish. Congratulations, you have already given the paper, and your prediction is it is moderate to tough. So, how did the paper go, Satish? How did the paper go, Satish? Any insight that you would want to share with us? Okay, so again, to the audience, a lot of more people are joining from both of the channels. So I hope if you have joined right now, you know the agenda of this class. We have already repeated that. And apart from that, if you are one of those people who have already given the exam and here is here to just again see all of the questions and the solutions that we are going to put up. So for first of all, congratulations to all of the people who have given the exam, and we would like to oh, just a second. Yeah. Yep. Where are you guys? Here. Fine. So again, we would be praising your support. So if you remember any question from your exam that you have given, we have floated a form. Do fill that question there so that we can discuss it with everyone as well. And a whole team of the students is actually uploading the questions, and we are analyzing it. We are solving it for you. Once we are up with the questions, we are going to be starting with the questions here. Okay. So Satish has, already given the paper, and has and is he's telling us that the level was moderate to tough. From this channel too. Okay. Again, so to the people who are wondering why am I holding two mobiles, we are live from two different channels, and I am having a conversation with you guys. So you can post your chats there. I'd be answering you in it. So we have discussed the IITs, and we have discussed the syllabus of data science and artificial intelligence GATE exam. So if so far, if you have any queries, if you have any questions on that, you can ask it here. Okay. So just give me a second, guys.
So first of all, a very good morning to everyone. I'm Jadal Sanya, and I know everyone is excited regarding the problems which were discussed in the examination. So stay tuned. Our mentor team is working at the back end side, and we are getting lots and lots of questions. So soon enough, as soon as we are able to solve basically the questions, and we'll be discussing all the questions. So okay, so we got one more response that what was the difficulty level. So students are saying the difficulty level is between moderate, like basically moderate to tough. So obviously this is a GATE examination, right? So the difficulty level you cannot expect it can be from easy to moderate. It is going to be a little bit difficult, right? So till then, I would like to discuss some of the important things like after clearing the GATE data analyst examination. So hello Sayam, how are you? So after clearing the GATE examination, what are the future scopes? The well-known future scope is the masters that you can perform, like basically you can pursue from IITs. And previously, right before I entered the studio, Devashish sir just gave you a basic idea that what are the different IITs in which you can get the admissions, right? So what I'll be doing, I'll be giving you the idea about what all scopes you can have after uh, clearing the GATE examinations. So yes, so let's have an idea about what we can do after GATE examinations. Okay, so what are the career paths? So the first thing that you can pursue after GATE basically. So one is the thing that you can do is MTech from IITs, right? Many of you might be wondering, like basically they might be targeting to do masters from IITs, and that's a really a great opportunity if you are looking forward to do uh, basically the yes. If you want to get into IITs, then this is the best option, right? And basically the GATE examination for data analyst has been organized for the first time, right? And after this, after getting into IITs, let's say if you don't want to get directly into masters and you are not interested, so the second thing what you can do is you can get a job in public sector units, PSUs. Okay, so I'll be listing down what all PSUs are required, like basically what all PSUs will be uh, taking the resumes and on which PSUs you can apply. So you can get jobs in at least like more than 200 plus PSUs over here. After getting good scores in GATE, more than 200 plus PSUs are available and you can apply in all those PSUs with a good rank. Obviously, you need good rank for that. So what are the perks of applying over here? Like what do you get after applying at PSUs? So there are many perks. Whatever perks you are getting with the government job, all those perks will be you will be getting over here in PSUs. So let me just give you a short idea about what all PSUs you can get into. So once again, our mentor team is working very hard and we are getting lots and lots of questions. So we'll be trying to cover the entire question paper. That will be our best try to get the solutions in this session. So stay tuned. Mentors are working very hard at the backend side and we'll be getting to this solution part and the question discussion soon enough. Okay, so till then, let's discuss what all PSUs will be taking the admissions. Okay, so some of the important, like basically the famous PSUs, uh, just like Bark, you can get into Bark, right? That is Baba Atomic Research Center. You can get into Gas Authority of India Limited. You can get into Indian Oil Corporation Limited. You can get into Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, and many more PSUs are available, right? So as I mentioned, 200 plus PSUs, and whenever it comes to government job, so the job security is the best over there, right? We know what is the current scenario in public sector, right? So how many of you are looking forward to get into PSU? So basically, so we got a response. We got a question from Jagdesh. So he's saying, what is the minimum rank for PSU? So it will be around 250. You need to get a rank around 250 to 300, below 250 to 300, and you can get into PSUs. Okay, so this will be decided based upon the cutoff for this year. So I'm telling about the previous analysis of the previous GATE examinations. So if you get a rank from below 200 to, let's say, 250 to 300, you can apply over here. So you need a rank below 300. Okay, so this is the rank requirement to get into PSUs. So that was all about the job opportunities that you can get into government sectors. And when it comes to government sector, you have lots and lots of perks over there. Okay, so yes, so just give me an idea that who all are going to apply in PSU, who is looking forward to get into PSU and work under such a prestigious organization. Okay, so after PSUs, let's say you want to get into PSUs, then what are the other opportunities? Like only job and only MTech is not the thing that you can get into, right? So the most important thing, you can get jobs in private sectors as well. Okay, so I have seen many profiles over LinkedIn. They have got very good rank over GATE examinations, and they have been placed into very well-known computer science related. Basically, you can consider all the Mang companies. So all those companies, they are looking for smart people, right? And what this justifies, a good rank in GATE, a good rank in GATE CSIT, or good rank in GATE data analysis, it signifies that your concepts are very much clear, right? And you have competed with lots and lots of people, so they will be hiring based on your basically GATE examination score as well, right? So there is no specific criteria that which companies will be hiring, but you can get, with the help of good GATE score, you can get into public sector, basically private sector as well. Okay, so after this, the other thing what you can do is you can get into fellowship programs. Sorry for my bad handwriting, I'm not having the habit of writing on this board, but yeah, you can get into fellowship programs as well. So many IIMs, they run a 5-year of fellowship program into management. If you want to get into management, then you can get into IIMs as well. The program offers a monthly stipend of around 30,000. Okay, so you don't need to worry about how will I earn at the time of studying or at the time of fellowship program. So the government takes the care of that thing. If you are into government affiliated organization, or if you are doing some higher studies, then government takes the care of all the students. Okay, so and along with the perk of 30,000 of stipend, you will be required to pay no tuition fees, and then you will be getting free hostel, and all the living expenses will be taken care of. Okay, so you can get into fellowship programs as well. Okay, so yeah, it might be the case that GATE 24 exam is too tough, but if you crack a very tough examination, then the confidence level of yourself will be like amazing confidence level, right? So we are continuously working on the questions. We have got many questions at the back end side, and I guess the difficulty level is justified over here. Many students have mentioned the difficulty level is from moderate to tough, so it is being justified by the time which is taken at the solving part. Okay, so after fellowship program, what else we can do? What else we can do after fellowship program? So you can get into research as well. So you can also go for research opportunities after GATE examinations if you are interested into doing any research. And by research, it does not mean that you only need to just focus on the research work and you will not be paid, or you will not be getting good packages in good companies. So there are research, basically research program, or let's say a team of researchers in every private sector. Okay, so in the private companies also, they will be hiring the researchers, so you can get into research part as well. So if you are interested into research, then after GATE, this is also one of the possibilities. Okay, so and one more thing, like the last thing what we can get out of GATE examination. So one thing which I mentioned, then you can get into private sector jobs as well. So there are many companies who will be hiring based on your GATE scores, and you can highlight the GATE score in your resumes as well. Okay, so private sector companies, basically let's call them as private companies. So they will be hiring, basically you can highlight your GATE score and you can get good job packages as well. Okay, so these are the few things that you can get into after clearing GATE examinations, right? So there is no, basically if you are getting into GATE examination, it's not the case that you will be simply wasting your time, and if the IIT is not the option, then you have this many options, right? Okay, so one more thing I would like to mention. Now let's say if you guys are interested into so-called applying for GATE examination for the further year, let's say in 2025 or something like that. So I had a comment over here and someone was asking that when is the next batch of GATE data analysis launched by the GeeksforGeeks. So let me just give you an idea that when you will be getting, if you are interested into pursuing the course, if you are interested into learning from highly skilled mentors at GeeksforGeeks and getting good score at GATE examination. So let me just give you an idea that GeeksforGeeks also has a course over here for data analysis. सर गेट तो मैं क्लियर हो जाएगा, टेंशन नहीं है, बस ये बताओ कि उधर okay, so I'll be back in just few minutes. रुक रुक जाओ. Okay, so we have the details about, so something interesting has came up with our team. So basically we have the details about what was the weightage of the subjects that are included in data analysis. So I'll be just writing down how much marks of questions were asked from each and every subject. So just give me a minute and the file has been just downloaded over here. So stay tuned and we are getting the responses from, okay, yeah. So yeah, so we have got the weightage. So basically for programming and data structure, let's say for DSA, the weightage of the question was from, for DSA, the weightage is of around 12 marks. For algorithms, basically it was for only data structure. So let me just make a minor change over here. For data structure, it was, the questions were asked of around 12 marks. For algorithms, the questions, for algorithms, we have 10 marks of questions in the question paper, and our team has got many questions from the students who have applied over here. And just a minute, in few minutes they will be just sharing all the questions and their solutions. So stay tuned and you can analyze that how your examination went. For DBMS, the weightage was around 10 marks of questions were asked over here. For linear algebra, the weightage was around 8 marks of questions were asked. So over here I'm writing down each and every subject that was included and what was the weightage of questions, basically what questions were asked over here. And if I talk about machine learning, the machine learning this time had a weightage of 11 marks. Okay, that's surprising. And artificial intelligence had a weightage of around 6 marks. So let's say ML was weighting around 11 marks and artificial intelligence was weighting around 6 marks. Okay, and general aptitude was weighting around 15 marks. So this is general aptitude, it weighted around 15 marks. probability and statistics. Also, it was waiting. The questions were mainly included from probability and statistics. So, if I give you an idea about probability and statistics, 14 marks of questions were asked from this subject. So from this you can imagine that how important is maths for your data analysis, right? Basically everything is based upon it. And yeah, so this is the details about the each and every subject that was included, and these are the marks, how many marks of questions were asked over here. So I hope you get an idea. And okay, so I use the difficulty level of the examination is from moderate to difficult. Okay, and the more weightage was given on probability and statistics based on the information that our team has got. It has been weighted around 14 marks of questions were asked from probability and statistics. Okay, so yeah, and okay, so I have got a news that we have got many questions from the backend side, and our team is constantly solving. So within few minutes we'll be getting all the questions as soon as possible, and we'll be giving you the solutions of every possible question. Okay, so till then I was discussing about something interesting, right? I was telling about the course about data analysis, basically GATE data analysis, right? So just let me just share the screen and give you an idea. Okay, so just let me log in and just get the idea. Okay, so Devashish sir has came and he's taking over the session, and let's discuss what do we have over here. So till then, I will just give you an idea. So this is the course that GeeksforGeeks is providing for GATE data analyst, GATE data science and artificial intelligence. So yeah.
Hello, Jay, can you listen me? Hi, Jay.
Yes,
I would like to interrupt you here because we right now we have some questions
well,
from
so
the
I'll be
users.
getting in the backend side.
So students have
Okay, so Santosh sir over here
their
will be sharing all the questions and the solutions. So I'll
So
be
we
handing
take
the
these
session over
questions.
to Santosh sir. Welcome, sir.
All right, thank you, Jay. So students, we are just collecting the questions, and I would like to start with the DSA questions that just have been introduced by such few students. So the first question here I got is to match the column. Are you able to see this question? Please indicate whether the question is visible to you.
When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. GeeksforGeeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. GeeksforGeeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks for Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks for Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks for Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks for Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks for Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are...
All right. Sorry for the technical glitch. I'm back here with the question. So the first question from the DSA was match the column. So this is very basic question that requires the basic knowledge of data structure. So here you can have the column 1 that contains FIFO, LIFO, and the lookup. And look at the second column that is containing the data structures, stack, queue, and hash. So if you have the basic definition of stack, we know that stacks are working as last in first out manner. Okay, so in this particular case, what we have to do, we have to match the first parameter with the second one, first column with the second column. So in this particular case, what we are doing, we are going to match the corresponding data structure with the actual working style. So we know that stack is working on the last in first out. So stack is going to be matched with LIFO. All right, so stack is going to match with the LIFO. So what we have, the another alternate, we have queue, and queue is if you correlate with the basic queue, the natural queue that you are queued or you are standing in a railway reservation counter, there you know that the first person who appeared for the ticket is getting the particular ticket. Okay, so that is first in first out. So queue is supposed to be matched with first in first out. Now we have hash, and hash is basically based on the lookup. That means we need to compute the hash value and the corresponding index will work for the value. So one lookup is going to be computed for the hash table. So the correct matching is FIFO is supposed to be matched with queue, LIFO is supposed to be matched with stack, and lookup is supposed to be matched with the hash. Now you have to check the corresponding options that was given to you, which is matching these criteria. Okay, so FIFO must be matched with the queue, stack must be matched with the LIFO, and hash must be matched with the lookup. Okay, so that is the very basic and the first question of the DSA. Now look at the second question. If you look at the second question, that is asking about which algorithm sorts the array in exactly using 2 swaps. Okay, so considering it requires the ascending order. Okay, so this is requiring the ascending order sorting. Okay, now there are 3 options: selection sort, insertion sort, and bubble sort. If you look at the sorting techniques, swapping, where swapping is actually required. So insertion sort is odd one out in this particular case, that we cannot allow swapping in this particular case. Insertion sort does not allow a swapping mechanism to arrange the items. Okay, so insertion sort is by default out from this particular case. All right, now we have 2 options: selection sort and bubble sort. So first I would like to discuss the bubble sort, that if we start sorting using the bubble sort, then we have to compare each and every pair element. Okay, so we have to compare 4 with 3. All right, then we have to compare 3 with 2, then we have to compare 2 with 1. And if we follow that particular mechanism, 1 has to swapped by 2, then it has to swapped by 3, then it has to swapped by 4 in every iteration. That means bubble sort is going to take more than 2 swapping. All right, So bubble sort cannot be the answer for this option also. Okay, so this particular option is also out from the solution. Now we have to check whether selection sort is the solution or not. So selection sort says find the minimum element and then swap it with the corresponding position. So for the first time it is going to be the first position. So find the minimum. So minimum is going to be 1 here. Okay, and it has to be swapped with the 4. That is the first element. So that is the first swapping. 4 and 1 gets swapped. So the new sequence is going to be 1 followed by 3 followed by 2, then 4, and then 5. All right, so this is done by one single swap. Now, since this particular position is already sorted because 1 is sorted according to the swap. Now we have to go for the another minimum element. So the next iteration will find the another minimum. So 2 is going to be the minimum in this particular case, and 2 and 3 is going to be swapped because that is the corresponding position. So in second swap, 2 will acquire its correct position and 3 will be at the corresponding position. So the proper sequence will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is exactly 2 swaps in selection sort only. So in this particular case, selection sort is going to be the answer for question number 2.
So Parth is going to overtake now.
All right. So now Parth is acquiring this particular session. He will further discuss you the related terms. Thank you, Parth. All right, guys. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, any question related to these two questions, please ask.
When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks4Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks4Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks4Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks4Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks4Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks4Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough competition, limited opportunities, and lots of hope riding on your shoulders. Geeks4Geeks understands the pressure. And to ensure that you have the best support system to crack GATE CSE 2025, we have launched our latest batch taught by our GATE mentors with more than a decade of teaching experience and multiple GATE top rankers as their students. We know that you got it in you to crack GATE exam. Now all you got to do is commit to learning, commit with Geeks4Geeks. When facing an exam like GATE, the stakes are really high. Tough
Yes. Hey everyone, this is Akash, currently pursuing Masters from Indian Institute of Science in Artificial Intelligence. So today I'm going to discuss the solution of GATE DA paper.